Katie, and as we saw on those cameras, the fall weather, it's definitely here. The change in seasons can actually affect us in more ways than just making us wish that sunshine was back, the warm weather. You might have seasonal affective disorder if your mood changes negatively during the winter months. We want to learn more about this, so we have Mr. Joel Woods, licensed social worker and founder of the Men's Behavioral Health Clinic, with us this morning. Thank you so much for being with us and sharing your advice and your insight.
My pleasure.
So first question, can this really affect anyone, or are there certain people that are more susceptible to it?
Sure. It can affect anyone just by what you noticed. Simply the change in seasons for all of us ends up translating into decreased amount of time towards sunlight. And so, for example, if anybody has worked third shift and has had to stay up at night, you know that there's just a natural draw when it comes to sort of energy. So there's this association between sunlight and greater sort of mood. So all of us can be impacted, but clearly those of us who might have be more susceptible to a specific to depression in general might be also very much impacted by the change in seasons.
I know when you mentioned third shift, a lot of my colleagues here at News 5 that work overnight said, amen, you're preaching to the choir, because it definitely changes your mood. So we've heard of seasonal depression. Is this kind of the official way to describe what some people are familiar with, seasonal affective disorder, seasonal depression? Are they the same thing? Do they go hand in hand?
Well, so yes, so SAD is that sort of acronym for seasonal affective disorder. Absolutely corresponds with this change in season. The mere fact that, as I mentioned, the lack of sunlight really creating sort of opportunities where, you know, you have more melatonin, and melatonin, for example, signifies the body to sort of shut down. So you really just start to feel on a basic level a little bit more lethargic, a little bit more fatigued. And those sort of symptoms, you know, as they carry on, can lead towards depressed mood, feelings of sadness and hopelessness, particularly if you have no idea of what that's what that's due to. So the biggest thing, like any mental disorder, is to recognize that this is not just, you know, feeling bad. The reality is we really want to make sure that people have some sense of how this has affected them over time, because oftentimes people just don't know that they, you know, during this particular time, are feeling a little bit worse. And so you absolutely want to pay attention to these particular times of the year why you might be feeling a little bit worse. And especially around the holidays, and imagine if you are, you know, Christmas and things like that, if you're not feeling like you should be, it can cause a lot of confusion, irritability, and things like that. So yes, this is real. It's one of these very specific mental illness, I should point out for people, that really does have a physiological sort of basis to it. So we know, for example, that because of the decrease in melatonin, one of the things that we can do is sort of increase light, right? So we encourage patients to do things like light therapy. We encourage patients to actually take more vitamin D, things that literally can just physiologically kind of help towards alleviating some of these symptoms, but definitely driven by the change in seasons.
Okay, that was my next question, because I know I always get moody around this time of year because I don't like the short days. I don't like it getting dark early. So my mother-in-law years ago gave me one of those light therapy lamps, and sometimes just sitting in front of it for 10, 15 minutes a day, you're like, this isn't going to work, but it boosts your mood a little bit. So any other things, any other advice you have for things that we can do at home? And then, of course, we know if it gets more serious, we need to talk to somebody about it.
Well, no, I love that. And you know, it's great to have family members that have that side of wisdom. I'd say that the first thing is to really, you know, impress upon people that we're all, you know, this big chemistry experiment, right? And so whether it be light therapy or coffee, we're all impacted by the extent to which these chemicals in our bodies impact our mood. And so on one level, if people actually are able to notice that there's this change that happens to them throughout the year. And so I do say that working with a therapist is really important, because a proper diagnosis is important. But once you actually have a clear diagnosis that this is the case, the reality is that these specific things that you just mentioned are very important. So you absolutely want to get more exposure to light. You can absolutely increase your vitamin D intake. And just in terms of therapy, the last thing I'll say is that, you know, therapy is important because it allows you to learn about the tools and techniques to help you deal with those symptoms. So if you're feeling sad or depressed, or feeling like you're a little bit more lethargic, sometimes just more energy, you know, doesn't answer those questions. And so working with a therapist to figure out what's the best sort of strategies to feel better and do better is very, very important.
Such great advice. Thank you so much, Mr. Joel Woods, for all your insight this morning on seasonal affective disorder. We appreciate you.